Howdy. Welcome to Single Showcase, where we take a look at one song and one song only, then give our thoughts about it. Today, we're taking a look at Your Touch by Slug and Treasure Bloom, released in 2019. This song was a special request from a friend. You know who you are, so let's not waste any time and get into it. So when it comes to Your Touch, the first thing that you will notice is the song doesn't really have a beginning. To say it starts immediately is almost an understatement. You know what it feels like? It feels like the song was already in progress and we were just allowed to take a listen in. So let's do just that and see how this song starts off. Oh shit. See what I mean? Right off the bat, you will notice that this is a very soft, very gentle type of song. The instruments provide a very comfortable, easy listening sound that is only complemented by our lead singer, Slug. I really love Slug's performance on this track. She enhances the overall vibe with her gentle, almost dreamlike vocals. And a tender voice tends to go with tender lyrics, and that's exactly what we have here. She talks about being at the airport with her lover, and they are about to be torn apart as they are taking separate planes. Howdy, Future Tom here speaking. I just wanted to highlight these lyrics real quick while we were talking about them. I really enjoy how Slug is talking about how the sun will come out eventually and that it won't be dark forever, really signifying that no matter how far away you are from your love, eventually you two are just going to have to get back in touch with each other. So it's really cool to see that type of hope in this song where a lot of separation is being talked about. Anyway, just wanted to talk about that real quick. And back to the review. When it comes to being torn away from your love, the number one thing that you want to experience whenever you're missing them is, you guessed it, their touch. And when it comes to the word that this title derives from, the your touches actually are different each and every time that you hear them. Whenever you hear it the first time, you hear a lower harmony that's associated with them. You hear that lower part right there? Oh, by the way, pay attention to that bass. It's doing a lot of work in the background. The second time that we hear them, she says it more than once, and it's almost presented kind of like a verse. And then we get to my favorite portion of the Your Touches is near the ending whenever there's a higher harmony now added onto it. So as you can hear, we get a couple more repetitions of that before the song gently fades out into silence. And that was Your Touch. So overall, a fantastic song. This is one that you're gonna find yourself listening to over and over again. There's a lot of different elements to search for whenever you're looking for this song. I highly recommend hearing this with 2 headphones in. There's a lot of accents. There's a lot of very little things that are happening in the background that are just such a treat to catch on to. At some point, you hear somebody slapping on a percussion instrument. I think that they're slapping on an acoustic guitar while they're playing, and that's just always badass. The instrumentation is impressive with its dynamics. It's so easy to play your instrument as hard as possible, as fast as possible, but whenever you have to slow things down and lower those dynamics considerably, that's whenever you figure out what kind of artist you truly are. And Slug and Treasure Bloom do an awesome job meshing things together. I believe Treasure Bloom is responsible for the instrumentation that we hear. And then you get Slug just gliding effortlessly throughout the song, and you have an awesome pairing between 2 great musicians, just showing y'all what they can do. And an awesome bass line too. Usually whenever a song has drums, they are the driving force behind the tempo, but with this track, it's the bass riff that is really maintaining things. That bass riff maintains the tempo of the song while the drums are used almost as an accent, especially whenever it comes to the bass drum. The bass guitar is actually louder than the actual bass drum. You don't really hear that too often. That bass drum has enough punch to make its presence known, but it still chills in the background to really complement the overall sound. I can't speak highly enough about it. Shout out to the homie that recommended this song, and shout out to Bert, who also showed me this song a long while back, probably whenever it first came out. Funny thing about that, I distinctly remember there being a music video attached to this song, but for one reason or another, you can't find it anymore. It was a very simple music video of just Freak Slug walking through the streets of, I can only guess, the United Kingdom, some city in there. But like I said, you can't find that anymore. So if anybody has a copy of it, I guess, let me know so I don't think that this is just some wild ass Mandela effect going on. And just take a watch, because as simple as that premise is for a music video, it's still pretty good. It's just as chill as the song it's representing. So, Your Touch by Freak Slug and Treasure Bloom. Let me know if you have heard this song before, and give me any and all recommendations on what we should do next. Next time, we're going to be taking a look at another piece by Freak Slug. What exactly? Well, that's for me to know and y'all to find out. Y'all be safe and stay tuned.